Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Gators are on the move. Give to the running back. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback empties his backfield. Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man by himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm.
Touchdown, Trojan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Montgomery. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Grabs it inside the 15.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rides the back. Quick toss. Touchdown, Florida! Great job by the back on the option.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today.
And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 28. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give him an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Can't get him to the ground. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And now on second down for this offense. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll take it himself. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Trojans will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's a draw. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. The option look. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Ripping through the defense. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, once you get in the second half of a tie football game, you cannot waste these opportunities. You got to put points on the board. You got to take care of the football when you start to get in the red zone.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Well, the quarterback dropped back, read the coverage, and realized there was nobody even close to his tight end over on the outside of the field. So simple pitch and catch, and that's an easy 1st down.
Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what...
Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gifted on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and long from the... knocked him out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarter.
There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown Gators. And that one will give him the lead.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Oh, it's a reverse. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
A lot of times you have these guys starve, these wide receivers. They're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, and especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Still running at the 40. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try it again on second and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on third and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gators decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense. Get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Touch pass on the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Jordan. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Trojans are in the red zone. Here we go. He'll set up to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they go back on top. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. What a cut. Now he's loose. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Makes the grab. It's Smalls. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I think the defense is doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Be interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation. 4th down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play prevent?
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Runs through the tackle. There he goes.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like,